Hey children of God, this is Kristi from seatedinhim.com. I promised that I was going to go to sleep earlier. However, that didn't happen because I got really excited since we're talking about biblical love and love all month long. And Valentine is approaching, and so many people are going to get engaged because, you know, Valentine's Day proposals, how romantic. I'm going to help you gentlemen out and put you on some free game. Now, be led by the Spirit with what you give someone for Valentine's Day, and also what you give someone for a proposal, because that ring is supposed to be for a lifetime. And most women really enjoy diamonds, but there are going to be some women who really enjoy the Bible like I do, and like those different kind of gemstones that, even though they're considered to be cheaper, they actually have a lot more symbolism and meaning. And I believe that God is a creative God, and God made love, and so romantic love should be just the pinnacle of creativity, because it's love, you know, and God created love and God created creativity. So what more can you want? So a lot of times when people get engaged, the thing that they're going to do is a diamond. I got a problem with diamonds a little bit. I think they're beautiful. I do. I have on diamond earrings right now. However, diamonds, I took psychology and advertisement in college. My degree is in psychology. And I'll never forget, we learned about weddings and how it's just this big money grab nowadays. And one of the things associated with the money grab is this guy named De Beers found this diamond mine in Africa. He wanted to find a way to make money off of it. Diamonds weren't really a big thing and really valuable as they were, and he wanted to profit off of it. So he went around to all these high schools, did a tour in the United States, telling young boys that if they wanted to propose to their young ladies, they needed an engagement ring, and particularly it had to be a diamond engagement ring. And that's where the idea of diamond engagement rings started. And so it doesn't really come from a place of love, it comes from a place of consumerism. But we love things that come from a place of God. So I feel like you can try some of these gemstones. Now, like I said, gentlemen, you know, pray, because not all women like it. A lot of women associate it with cheapness. I do not. I think it's beautiful. We're going to talk about some gemstones that are in the Bible. Bear with me as I try to pronounce some of these names, because these gemstones aren't names that you hear all the time, and so is the some of these biblical names as well. So I might butcher a few, but we'll be fine. So first thing we're going to talk about is Heaven's Gate is associated with having lots of gemstones. If you read the book of Revelation, the gate of heaven has several gemstones. One of them being, there's one gate that is pearl. And a lot of people who have seen it said that it's just this big, solid, just pearl. Can you imagine? You know, that song we sing, when I reach the pearly gates. It's going to be this big pearl structure. And I think that's a beautiful idea. I have seen, God has allowed me to see just a little taste of some things. And I've seen a little taste of one of the gates of heaven. And I saw some of the gemstones, and it was absolutely beautiful, and not what you expect, but very beautiful. And I'm happy thinking about just all of this, y'all. It's really an exciting conversation, because I think that it's going to help a lot of people dig deeper into knowledge about their Bible and how God is a romantic God, and He's going to help you and guide you in all truths and help you have a little swag in your romance. So one of the things in the Bible outside of Heaven's Gates and some of the gemstones involved in Heaven's Gates is this particular thing that men, the tribe of Levi wore. They were the first priests. They wore it, or first human priests, and they wore this particular thing on their bodies. That was a breastplate called an ephod. And the ephod had 12 gemstones on it, and those 12 gemstones were associated with the tribe of Judah. So all this light you see in front of me is my computer screen. So I'm going to be clicking back and forth to different websites, and we're going to be talking about some of the gemstones and what you may want to use in your young lady's engagement ring. And even women, once you become engaged, it's your responsibility to buy the guy the wedding ring, right? So you can get these little stones along with diamonds into you know, what do you call it, into the ring, the wedding band. And I think it would be cool just because it's kind of eternal. You're talking about your love, making it past just this mortal life and talking about God, and that's a good way to involve him as a 3-chord strand inside of your union. We know that there is no marriage in heaven, but we also understand that God honors love and romantic love, and he loves family. He's the God of Esau. I mean, he's a God. Well, he's his God too, but he's the God of Jacob and Isaac, and those are the grandfathers and great grandfathers. If we go on, and Abraham, and so the grandfather, the great grandfather, and the grandchild. You know, so God still is involved in families, even in when death does us part. So let's go over the ephod. Let me put on my glasses. I can't see that far. So I'm gonna butcher these names, but we're gonna be all right. So the first gemstone that is on this particular ephod, and it was a way that God communicated to the priests, certain jewels would light up when God was speaking a specific thing. And one of them is Reuben, and Reuben is associated with the gemstone Sardis. You guys need to go look these up and see how beautiful they are. Next one is Simeon, and Topaz is associated with Simeon. Carbuncle is associated with my favorite tribe, the tribe of Levi. Emerald, which is such a beautiful green, is associated with the tribe of Judah, which would be all of our favorite tribe because that's where Jesus descended. Ishkar is associated with my favorite gemstone, which is sapphire. But sapphire, another name in the Bible for sapphire is lapis lazuli, and blue is associated with the prophetic, and blue is just my favorite color. Next is diamond, and that is for a name I'm going to mess up, so I ain't even going to say it. I'm going to mess up this gemstone, but I will tell you the tribe. It's going to be Nephilim is associated with the gemstone. I'm not going to say it. Y'all go look it up. A gate is associated with Gad. It's very beautiful, very rare. Amethyst is associated with the tribe of Asher. Beryl is associated with the tribe of Manasseh. Onyx is Ephraim, very beautiful black stone. And Jasper is associated with the tribe of Benjamin. So there's some ideas for you. I'm going to move on to another thing if I can. It's a more biblical gemstones in the Bible. So we talked about jasper, sapphire, agate, emerald, onyx, ruby, beryl, topaz, turquoise, jacinth is another one, and amethyst. And some of these are the same ones, they just have different names. And it's so sad that I have to actually be on one of these websites that is like a new age website, because we don't talk about gemstones enough. We don't talk about all of the gemstones that God has for us, and he has placed in the heavenly gates, and that's not all of them. I encourage you all to go and look up what gemstones are in the gate of heaven and be encouraged, and think about changing that ring from just diamonds to maybe something. Don't be as gaudy as this, but this is one of my favorite little, what do you call it, costume pieces. It would be considered sapphire, or what you call lapis lazuli, and it has encrusted diamonds around it. So that's just the idea of something that you can do that'll be a little different, that will honor God in your union, and it might just make a good anniversary, Christmas, birthday, Valentine's Day gift of a necklace or a bracelet, and it's a cheaper way to do it. But you know what I mean. I thank you guys for listening. This is a fun conversation. I'm really going to bed now. It's almost 4. What? Thank you guys for listening, and you have a wonderful day or night.